Take a deep breath and let your heart stay open, even in the face of questions that seem to have no answers. Why do good people suffer? Why does life seem unfair, especially to those with kind hearts, pure intentions, and honest souls? Why do the innocent carry burdens they didn't deserve? Why do those who help others sometimes suffer the most? This question is not new. It echoes through centuries, through every religion, every philosophy, and every heart that has loved and lost. Today, we won't give simple answers. We won't say, everything happens for a reason, and leave it at that. We will go deeper into the roots of karma, the journey of the soul, and the mystery of pain that touches even the best of us. Let's begin with a story. In a quiet village, there lived a teacher, beloved by all. He spent his life caring for others, healing the sick, teaching children, feeding the poor. But one day, disease struck the village, and the teacher fell ill. Despite all his kindness, he suffered greatly and died young. The villagers wept. They asked the heavens, "Why him?" He deserved a long life. He was our light. And the wind whispered, his purpose was not to live long, but to light many candles. And that he did. Some suffering is not a punishment. It is a path, a soul contract, signed before birth. Good people often carry more pain, not because they are cursed, but because their souls are more open, more sensitive, more ready to evolve. The kind heart feels more, and sometimes it bleeds more. In spiritual teachings, it is said that those with awakened hearts sometimes volunteer to carry heavier lessons, not to prove strength, but to accelerate growth. What if suffering was the fire that tempers the soul? What if it was the chisel that shapes our most divine form? What if the pain we carry is not a sign of weakness, but of transformation? Let's explore karma in a new light. Karma is not a cosmic punishment system. It is not about you did wrong, so you must suffer. That's a human interpretation, limited by fear and judgment. True karma is energy in motion. It's the echo of intentions, choices, and consciousness across time. A good person today may be clearing the karma of past lives, not as a punishment, but as a cleansing, a purification, a release. It's possible that their soul chose this life to heal what was left unhealed, to uplift what was once broken. Imagine a soul that once caused harm, choosing to return, not as punishment, but as service, to live as a healer, a helper, a light in darkness. This isn't unfair. This is grace in action. a soul saying, I will carry the pain so others can see the way. Some people suffer because they love deeply, because they care, even when no one else does, because they see beauty, even in a broken world. That is not weakness. That is soul strength. That is divine resilience. Look around you. How many healers, teachers, caretakers, spiritual seekers have walked through fire before they shared their light? Almost every great soul has known great pain, but they didn't stay broken. They transformed the pain into wisdom, compassion, and power. So if you are suffering and you've done nothing wrong, don't ask why me. Ask what now? What can I learn? How can I use this? Pain can close you, or it can open you. It can harden you, or it can deepen you. It can make you bitter, or it can make you brave. That choice is where your power lives, not in avoiding the pain, but in alchemizing it. And no, this is not about spiritual bypassing. It's not saying everything is okay when it's not. It's about facing what is real with love and presence and faith. Because even in the darkest tunnels, there is always a light, and sometimes you are the one meant to carry it. You are not alone. The universe does not forget you. Your suffering is seen. Your tears are sacred. Let's breathe together. Take one gentle breath and feel your heart still beating, still trying, still shining. You are still here, and that means your story is not over. Let us pause and remember that we are not only human beings, we are souls, ancient, eternal, learning through human experiences. Some experiences feel like gifts, others feel like trials, but all of them shape the soul's journey. What if this lifetime is one chapter in a much longer book? What if you chose some of these challenges not as punishment, but as opportunities to evolve, to awaken, to love beyond limits? This idea is not to blame victims, but to restore meaning to suffering, to give you back your power in why. In a world that often tries to take it. Because when we believe we are helpless, we suffer twice. But when we find meaning, even in the pain, something inside us awakens. The Buddha suffered and found enlightenment. Jesus suffered and became a symbol of unconditional love. So why would we expect our path to be smooth if we are here to grow, rise, and serve? The spiritual path is not the easy path. It is the path of choosing love again and again, even when the world gives you every reason to close your heart. It's choosing truth when lies are easier. It's choosing compassion when judgment is louder. And yes, it can be lonely. It can feel like no one understands, but the universe understands. And your soul remembers. You are not broken. You are breaking open. And through the cracks, the light gets in. Let that light grow. Let it illuminate your wounds. Let it guide others who are still walking in darkness. Because sometimes your healing is not just for you. It's for those who will come after you, for those who are silently watching, hoping someone like you exists. You are a living prayer, a sacred echo of those who came before, and a promise for those yet to come. So now, breathe. Feel the strength that lives inside your softness, the wisdom that lives inside your wounds. You are not alone. Your pain is not meaningless. Your life is not a mistake. Every moment of kindness you've given, every time you've chosen to forgive, every tear you've shed in silence, they have all added light to the world. And though it may not always be seen or celebrated, it is felt. It is remembered by the soul of the universe. Good people suffer. Not because the universe is cruel, but because the world is still learning, still waking up. And sometimes, the brightest souls volunteer to walk through darkness, so others may one day find the light. So let your scars be sacred. Let your heart remain open. Let your life speak of resilience, of compassion, and of faith. Because when you suffer with awareness, you become a healer. When you rise after falling, you become a lighthouse. Don't wait for justice to begin living with purpose. Live with purpose, and justice will follow. Trust that your journey, with all its detours, is still divine. That every loss, every heartbreak, has opened you wider, deeper, and closer to truth. And if one day you ask, why did I have to suffer so much? You may hear your soul whisper back, so others wouldn't have to. That is grace. That is karma. That is the power of a conscious life. So thank you for being here, for not giving up, for loving when it was hard, for listening, and for remembering who you truly are. This is KarmaEcho, where ancient wisdom meets the modern soul. We'll see you in the next meditation. Until then, be gentle with your pain and generous with your love.